Game of our session on Friday, and I think everybody's going to go into recovery mode after that penultimate match. It was all Dutch and all brilliant to the very end, especially if you're a fan of Danny Jansen, who has come through that all Dutch clash at the expense of Vincent van der Voort. Tonight we've had wins for Mickey Mansell over Neil Zonneveld. Zonneveld will be licking his wounds once again for the second time in 8 days. Jermaine Watamina has got through his first round match for the first time this season on the European Tour. Wins for Mervyn King, Simon Whitlock, Callan Rids, Danny Noppert in an all-Dutch clash with Arjen Konterman. And then Jansen making it by 6 legs to 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, first legs, Madars to throw first. Game on.
One more place for round 2 is available to play Jose de Souza tomorrow. And it is a 2-time champion on the Euro Tour, Dave Chisnall, up against Razma so far on the Euro Tour this year, Jacques, who has been pretty useful making the Sunday on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, 2 times he reached the Sunday, and I think for him that's another stepping stone. I've known Madars a long time, and he's always made progress. Every year he's gone a little bit better. I just think
97.
he should have done the steps a bit bigger and a bit quicker, maybe.
Do you think he believes in himself enough? Because you and I have spent enough time around him to know that he always tries really hard, but we always say that people play their best darts when they're not trying.
434.
Yeah, I've said it before, when he's in that flow where he can get into, he reminds me of a young Van Barneveld. He's got that same rhythm, that same flow. Only he hasn't got the same self-belief, probably. That's the big difference. But I really think that if he can get to win something, he could ignite.
90.
He is going to be part of the World Cup because Latvia have been given a spot, which means he's going to don the colours once again. That's great for Madars and partner. But Dave Chisnall has played at World Cups, of course, for England, but not this year. Well, that's fascinating. The best treble 19 shooter in the game didn't go treble 19. But he might still win the leg on double 16. And that is very nice. Bit of a message sent to Dave Chisnall in the final game here, with Razma 15 darts to the good for 1-0.
That's been a good first day, I think. I've seen some solid performances. I think the start of the afternoon was really good. And I can't complain. We've got plenty of Dutchmen going through, so.
And there will be more fans tomorrow for Saturday.
96.
It's going to be rather interesting on Saturday, I will say that. You mentioned the first game of the afternoon, Boris Kruchmer with a 6-5 win over Steve Lennon. That was a great game of darts. And I don't want to forget about how good it was, because we've seen 14 matches since then. But Mikkel with a great display, averaging just short of 97, beating Andy Bolton. But there is Madars doing what Madars does, plugging that 57 bit.
140.
We've almost got, Jacques, here in this match, the best shooter on the 60 in our generation and the best shooter on the 57, haven't we?
Yeah, you could make a case for both of them, yeah. Absolutely.
94. Then you require 81.
Well, how is Dave on the treble 19?
How good is he on the double 13?
55.
He doesn't hit it at the first time of asking. And where's Razma going? Oh, that's a lovely treble 20, that one. Oh, just lost concentration a little bit.
But he wasn't 100% sure, and I love that step away.
130.
If you're not 100% right, to be able to walk away from that shot takes real experience. Real guts to do it, because some people wouldn't. Now it's 5 for double 4. And he's got to get over that flight. Oh, that's beautifully done from Dave. Looks that corner of the board, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Double 4 and double 18.
If he wouldn't have hit it, I would have said he made the wrong choice, but now I can't, can I?
When you've got a very long dart that Dave has, you have to take those things into account.
Yeah.
So,
56.
with that in mind, he's got 13 left. Maybe 1 for double 6 was a better option. Just trying to plot the way that some other players would have thought about it.
But sometimes I think it's also a good thing if you don't overthink things too much. And I think that's the kind of player Chizzy is. He just does things. He doesn't really think things through. And that's what makes him great.
I know some people are probably going to think that we're, casting dispersions at Dave Chisnall, but I don't think Dave has ever been accused of overthinking anything. But that is why we love him, because he doesn't overcomplicate the game. That's why he's so good. He's a great
90.
advert for someone who doesn't think too much. And if I'd have been more like Dave, I probably would have won more.
Exactly. There's more players like that. If you make everything a difficult problem, then there's no solutions to be found.
Maybe we should put Dave Chisnall in number 10 Downing Street. Might fix a few more problems. Before we go down that rabbit hole,
24.
let's have a little look at a 1-2-4 for Dave.
He misses the 20, so he won't finish it, but he might come back. So I think he would have liked to put a bigger dent in it.
If he'd have gone 60 for this 1-6-4, I would have had words, but now he's got a problem. Because if he goes anywhere close to this dart, that's on the floor. Oh, wow. This could be the best 1-6-4 ever if he hits this bull. Tremendous effort, Madars.
We haven't seen many bullseye finishes this evening, have we?
No.
A lot of 25s.
Yeah, there were a few bulls this afternoon, but not tonight.
Oh, Chizzy is going to try and prove us wrong.
Don't leave it short.
25.
My new mantra for 2022, don't leave the dart short. Give it a chance. Double 4 this time for the Latvian captain.
17.
He will be shocked that that missed.
Require
That was
48.
such a beautiful guide with dart 2. Likes the doubles at the top of the board. Historically, he doesn't even like 10s. When I used to practice with him at the Gordon Club in Morecambe, he used to say to me every single Tuesday, I hate double 10. So why, Dave, do you keep hitting it? So Roger, his manager, of a long time now.
Yeah.
In the VIP area there.
100.
And these guys have met once before in a Players' Championship in 2018. It was won by Chizzy by 6 legs to 3.
140.
So I don't think there's much we can go on from the head-to-head record. They may not even remember that game.
I don't think so. Neither one will, probably. He's got some Euro Tour history, though, Dave, hasn't he? He's one of those guys you think, wow, he's been in loads of them. This is his 73rd European Tour appearance. He's won 2. He's been to the final 6 more times. Played 188 matches on the European Tour.
That is a lot. He's played in exactly the same amount of European Tour events as Mervyn King.
140.
That says something.
It really does. But Dave's won 2 European Tour events. Mervyn's only won the 1.
Yeah.
And I think we would say, with all honesty, that both maybe should have won 1 or 2 more.
71.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you, but there's also a reason why they don't win more, because they sometimes run out of steam at the end of a long, long Sunday.
I think if Michael van Gerwen wasn't around, Dave would have won probably at least 5.
Yeah, that's true.
And if Peter Wright wasn't around, Mervyn probably would have won 3.
Yeah, but coming back to Chisnall, 188 games played. There's only 3 players that have played more matches on the European Tour. Only 3.
So that would have to be Wright, Van Gerwen.
And
yeah, on the spot. I'm going to go with Simon Whitlock.
Oh no, he's on number 6.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're going to keep me hanging. Oh, beautiful dart from Razma. He's had a dart on the floor in this leg.
Easy.
And maybe he needed that extra dart to bank leg 4, which Chisnall might right now. Whichever route he takes. He can go single 3 here if he wants for double 18. Right in his eye line. Oh, but he needed the extra shot.
Do require 40.
Quite a few doubles missed by Dave now.
How about 10s for Razma?
Yes,
Oh, what a beauty.
Madars Razma.
2-2 it is. And Jack, you're right. Lots of missed darts at double in this match. 6 from Razma so far. 9 for Chisnall. That is worrying. I haven't forgotten. I don't know who it is. I don't know who the other one is.
I'm trying to figure out a clue, but it's every clue I'm going to give you is going to be too easy.
Okay, Michael, Peter. Who else could it be? I'm going to go for Michael Smith.
Yeah, he's on number 5. Oh. So you now had the top 6.
I've got it surrounded.
Yep.
Ian White.
Yeah, he's at 8.
I'm never going to get there.
You're going to get the whole top 10.
Yeah.
And you're going to miss one of our European Tour stalwarts. He's not in it this year.
Kim Huybrecht.
Nope. He's in the top 10 as well. I think you've got the top 10 now.
Wow. Oh, if it hadn't been such a long day, I might have got it by now.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Gerwin Price because he didn't play until later.
It's not a British player.
59.
See, that's a clue. That's the major clue I'm giving you there.
I give up.
He's Austrian.
Oh, it's Mensasulovic. Of course it is. Silly asset. Should have known that one.
193 matches.
That is a lot of games. Can't be many over 200.
No, only the 2.
35.
Just Wright and Van Gerwen.
Yep. Right on 239. Van Gerwen on 317.
He's never going to be caught. You wouldn't think anyway.
And only 47 losses.
I don't think that Van Gerwen's total of 35 right now will ever be caught by anybody else. And he's still got a chunk of his career left. Now, Chisnall has done a silly Dave move in leaving 162, but he might get away with it.
Well, he might not.
40.
Correct. There aren't many scenarios where leaving 162 is excusable. Bullseye should be the shot here. And that'll do. But only if Razma doesn't find this 112. This has got so many options. Just get the feeling that the first dart was
45.
too far right of that middle target for it to be a guide. He wanted to go for the empty part of that 60. Tops for Dave. Hates 10s. And this time does miss it.
That is going to require 67.
Razma. He wants the double 18 this time.
49.
It's a strange choice for me. He's hit double 16 first dart. So why change?
I don't know. Always recognise what you are hitting now. And double 5 is hit by Chisnall. And that is a somewhat strange break of throw. Even Dave's not happy with it. And he's the one that won it.
He's not happy, Chizzy, at all. But his scoring is good. 111 with his first 9, but he drops down to 85, and that's a big dip.
That's what you would expect from Chisnall all of the time. Most players at this level will expect to score around 105. They're not going to get there all the time, but with Chisnall and his scoring prowess,
46.
110 to 115 is pretty normal. But after the first 9, he has fallen away quite rapidly, and especially on his doubles as well. But there it is, that proclivity to find the 60 in the first 3 visits.
Madars is going 19s.
170.
He has many a different pace as well. He can be quite methodical, but in this game so far, I've seen about 3 different paces from Madars, and I think he's ready to play quick now.
Yeah, I think his quick pace is his best pace normally, but usually he goes quick when he feels confident about going quick.
Gary Robson once told me that when I get quick, you better watch out because I'm comfortable. Double 14, and Chisnall, amidst this noise here at the Isolhard, is now 4-2 ahead in a quest to play against De Souza tomorrow. He's been getting used to success this year, Razma, and he made another final
83
on the floor as well. Oh, that's worrying when you see a dart player clutching the old lumbar region. That's something that a few dart players have struggled with over the years. Gary Anderson's had a back issue. Dave's had a few problems in that department as well.
Yeah, the strain that's put on the backs of the players since the last, let's say, 5 to 7 years, when, I mean, the amount of tournaments has gone up and up and up. There must be a maximum what you can do.
I've always said that a dart player's position on the hockey is not natural. So, in order for dart players to not get injured whilst in a repetitive strain situation, they must do stretching. They've got to make sure that lower back, the hips, the knees, the ankles are supple. And I've been beating this drum for years, Jacques. Do they listen to me? No. Should they? Maybe.
Well, I will tell you this. In the near future, there will become players that will listen and they will benefit, and then it will become the standard.
Well, Gerwin Price has got a personal trainer at the minute. He might start a precedent. How about a 14 and bull for a 5-2 lead? Oh, Dave. Delicious.
Dave to throw first.
Like the cherry on top of a lovely ice cream at the end of the day. But you're not finished yet. Still got 1 to find. And Razma's got to find 4 straight if he wants to be back tomorrow.
It doesn't look like it's going to be his evening tonight.
134.
It's just not comfortable. Oh, and they are going to have some party tonight. Believe you me.
That party could genuinely continue all night and into tomorrow. I do not recollect a louder Dutch Darts Championship or Dutch Darts Masters that didn't involve Michael van Gerwen or Raymond van Barneveld.
You're probably right. They're a noisy bunch, the Mullets.
27.
And they'll be back tomorrow, believe me, believe you. It is going to be.
I am just trying to think of a collective name for a bunch of Danny Jansen fans. Like the Mullet Squad.
140.
The Legion of Mullets. Well, what do you get with Dave Chisnall and a 6 next to his name? You get a win. And he's very close to it.
96, Dave, you require 87.
1 more treble and 1 more double will get it done to put Razma back on the plane. Bull again.
62.
He fancied the second one in 2 legs. Razma needs 2 treble 19s and double 12. Like Jacques said, It's just not been there for Razma.
25.
He's averaged 91.5, which is not bad, but Chisnall has made this 98 average look pretty pedestrian. And he does find his way through to round 2, where he will take on Jose de Souza. It's more ranking money on the European Tour Order of Merit for Razma, and there is more work to do with 4 more Euro Tours to qualify for later in the season. Razma will be in Trier in early July, and he will put more money on that Order of Merit in about 6 weeks' time. But Dave Chisnall will be back on Saturday, as will all of you guys, hopefully, watching the Dutch Darts Championship on PDC TV and on the Zone throughout Central Europe. There's going to be plenty of noise here tomorrow when the Seeds join the fold, when Michael van Gerwen, the man here in the Netherlands, joins us all. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Well, Dave, I've got to say, the scoring in that one was absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, some good scoring, a few missed doubles from both of us in that second, third leg, but the scoring was quite good, yeah. Loads of 140s, 137s, but I've just got to sign up on the doubles for tomorrow.
So, when you've played this game and you think about it afterwards, are you now happy with how you played, or are you thinking about what you can do better next time tomorrow?
No, I'm happy with the way I played. It was disappointing with the doubles. The doubles can be better, but you get some games where you can't score and you can hit doubles, but you can get where you don't hit doubles, but you can score, so it gives you a chance. But today it was a slow game for both of us. We both didn't play very well, but the scoring was quite good for me. I hit loads of 140s. That's what probably won me the game.
Tomorrow is going to be a high-scoring game again, I think. Jose de Souza tomorrow for you in the next round. You like that?
Yeah, Jose is one of the top players. He's a big 180 player, just like myself. When we get going, we'll just have to see what goes on, and hope it's a good game.
We're going to find out tomorrow. Dames en heren, morgen zien we hem terug. Geef hem een applaus. Dave Chisnall!